Hello, everyone. It's Rain,
And this is Ez Mil
and we're hanging with Rob on
on
Front
Front
Row
Row
Live.
Live.
What's up, guys? Rob here, Front Row Live Entertainment. I'm reunited with Ez Mil and Rain, and I'm excited to be talking to both of you at the same time. When I left the house, my mind was blown. I did not realize how much of an impact you both had on each other and how much you guys worked with each other on music.
Yeah.
So I really want to dive in and talk about that chemistry between the two of you, like that first time that you started to collaborate together and how you've seen each other kind of evolve during that process.
What would you have to say? You ladies first.
Okay. So when it comes to us working together, we actually especially for the first parts of us making music, like especially me, he was always there. He was always the one who was like doing all the orchestration, all the kind of composing.
Yeah.
And while I was just kind of throwing ideas into the wind and hoping that he would put them on the thing if he didn't argue with me on everything. Yeah.
Sounds like a tough producer.
Yeah, I mean I try not to be tough, but I guess what I feel like I make sure that whatever her ideas are marinate well together
Mhm.
and make sure that they come out like solid. I would feel just like that's just I want to make sure that she enjoys what she's listening to.
Yeah.
Definitely. He also like helps me. Like he also teaches me while he's doing all the producing and composing.
Yeah.
He's also telling me. So when it comes to songs, you have to make sure that like he's teaching me about timing, about like composition in general, about how things should meld together, and it's just really like it's a really enriching thing as well.
Who taught you how to sing? Because your voice is incredible. You have this powerful yet very like I don't know, it's hard to explain your voice. It's like super powerful but delicate at the same time. And yeah, exactly. Perfect for artists. So who taught you that?
Well, I started singing like since I was 2, and probably like in terms of just
I was crying when I was 2.
That's what mom says at least. And I've always loved to sing my favorite songs. Like Taylor Swift was like my entire childhood growing up, and kind of like in my teen years, like Billie Eilish was like the main thing. So I kind of got the sort of powerful yet delicate thing over each and every artist that I listened to over time. And it kind of gave me each different impressions, and I kind of like sort of integrated it into my own little version, I guess.
Yeah. I love that the two of you not only work on each other's music, but you collaborate together on each other's music. Easy, when was that first moment that you felt like it was the right time to bring her onto one of your tracks?
Um, like initially, of course, I always felt the need, like not necessarily need, like I always felt like she belongs, like making music in a way. But there was a process at first, and to be honest, like we had to go through certain things, and like certain catalysts started like us on the grind, I would say.
Yeah.
So just knowing like what we went through, like I wanted to kind of just cultivate you know how she approached like the making the music thing too, because with it goes without saying that like you can go and try to make music, but what goes into it is like your feelings and emotions, like that, like
Yeah.
and like I feel like that has passed through, and people like gravitate to what we've sang and rapped. I would say, yeah.
Now, for you, Rain, I can't stop listening to Storm. That's probably my favorite track that you've done. And it's crazy because it's an early track from you. So the fact that you were so good at what you were doing at such an early age, talk to me about that track, Storm. How did that really kind of start out for you?
So in the way that it started out, it's actually supposed to be kind of like a sister song to my first ever, to the first ever song that I released, Raindrop. And Kuya helped with that one. It was like orchestrative, kind of like more melancholy.
Yeah.
And I wanted Storm to be kind of like almost exactly like that in a way. And because I didn't really see myself as the type to want to do like belty or like big kind of powerful songs, and that's like when me and Kuya first like fought like on a song, and it's like I didn't expect for him to be so adamant about it.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of got the nickname from my family, like stubborn, like, you know, because I was really trying to get it to be like kind of more melancholic. He was trying to get it to be more punchy and you know, kind of like with the drums and everything, make it loud and crazy.
I wanted it to be some contrast because you had come from that sad ass stuff from that back, like Raindrops. So I knew like she was like holding something in when even when it comes to like the delivery of what Storm was at first. Cause she like when she I think showed me the demo, I kind of remember like, hey yo, that's kind of that's a universal chord progression you're using right there. I got a lot of potential. And you singing it a little soft right now. And I was like, hey yo, hold on. Just sing the first part for me real quick. And then I kind of laid it down. And then I created like this drum break. Like the right.
Yeah. And I was like, I remember I was so kind of like confused at first. I was like, why are you putting drums on it? It's like, it's supposed to be only like
trust the process. Trust the process.
And he like made it into like a whole beat, and I was like, I kind of got mad. And like we actually started like yelling at each other for like a couple days about it. But like eventually I kind of gave in, but I kind of like didn't really like the song for the first few for the first year, I'm pretty sure. And then I kind of saw how much it impacted people, like with like all the kind of like the comments about the song itself, and how like people loved how like the lyrics and the energy of the song kind of like matched.
Yeah.
Like how it's like in the chorus where it's like a hurricane, is like, you know, it's like
yeah,
it's
literal.
It's giving the feeling like genuinely, instead of like kind of like softer and stuff.
Yeah.
We just have a huge, I say, like past, or when it comes to actually dealing with like the title of the song and hurricanes and so I feel like that kind of came through. I feel like that also like is an underlining reason as to why at the time it like just so felt so heavy, like, you know, for the song. And us being like big fans of like M, you know, and I heard like this like other version of Love the Way You Lie for some reason, like because of what she came out.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
and I
true.
was like, and she told me when like made like a little bit of halfway front of the song, she was like, can you
like rap on it? I was like,
oh,
okay, because
man.
I was already starting to like kind of accept the song for what it was. I was like, you know what, this could use like a rap. Like,
wow.
I think that would be great, because at the first part of the song, it was supposed to be just me, and I didn't think that he could like add to it in a rap part, because I mean, I thought it was gonna be like another kind of orchestrated song. Like, how can you rap on an orchestrated song? But with the beat of it, I was like, okay, this is giving. It's giving the vibes. And so he wrote the song. He wrote the rap verse in like 10 minutes. Was it? How long did it take you to write it?
My goodness.
Like. Yeah, it took him like such a short time to write it. And literally, yeah, like while we were making the song, he just wrote the rap verse, started rapping. And it was just like, okay, that's good. That's crazy.
That's madness. Well, just to kind of bounce a little bit about the song that you said, like it reminded you with Eminem, like when I first played my wife that track, her first question was like, is that Halsey? And I was like, nope, it is not.
I get that a lot. With a lot of the more female singers, I've noticed that like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you sound like so and so, and so and so, and so and so," and I'm just like, "Huh, maybe I do.
Yeah,
maybe I do." You know.
But if it ever bothers you, because I know some artists do get kind of annoyed about that situation, just think about it this way: like, to me, it's more of a nostalgic kind of sound. So like, I feel like I've been listening to you for a long time. And I feel like that's incredible.
Thank you so much. I definitely used to be like kind of annoyed by it, but in terms of like kind of like I have been starting to like kind of like get it in that sort of way. Yeah. Where it's like, it just means that I've like kind of taken a lot from other artists as well. Yeah. And it's like people are seeing that. Yeah. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Now you guys also collaborated on Act One. for One and Only. So, what was about that? What was it about that song that you felt like her vocal was like perfect for the track?
Okay, so around this time span, like I'm on my playlist. One of my favorite songs was Chris Brown. Chris Brown's song "Don't Be Gone Too Long,"
Mm.
and on that specific one, like no, One and Only. Are you Autumn Leaves?
Yeah, like the girl singing on top of him.
No, it wasn't Autumn
was it
Leaves.
really?
Autumn Leaves was with K Dot, man.
Okay, so don't be gone too long. So that's
Yeah,
what it
don't
was?
be going
Oh,
too
God,
long.
okay.
And the other version,
Oh, the beat of like the beat type of beat. Don't
yeah,
Be
like
Gone
the
Too Long,
type of beat and vibe, like "Don't Be Gone Too Long" by Chris Brown. And there was this other version that Ariana was on it as well, and it was just a music video on YouTube. I don't think if it's even like on Spotify. I wish it was, but like on that version, like it was just heavily on my rotation. And like when I was making One and Only, like I felt like with just my voice, I felt, yeah, I need a female voice, bro.
That was definitely my job when it comes to like when it came to his stuff. He's like,
Yeah.
I need some chorus voices. Ruth, I need some random shouting. Ruth,
Up and down the stairs, like what?
I need some
What?
second voicing on a second octave register. And so yeah, that was kind of my job. And then as we were making the song, like I was doing like for One and Only, it's like two voices, right? It's his voice and then my voice on a second octave, and we're doing that. And then he didn't write the second verse yet at the time, so I was like, what if I write that verse? So I wrote it pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure, like as well. Yeah.
Messed me up at that part. 'Cause, like for me, like I feel like with raps or anything, I feel like it's a little easier for me. Like because I'm just talking. So yeah, I'm just talking on a beat. And that one, I wanted to make that really singy song. You feel me? Like on the doogs. But, yeah, and I was like, man, I need some singing help.
Yeah. So I definitely I took his first verse and kind of rewrote the melody into like a good second verse to make it kind of like seamless.
Yeah.
And it worked really well. And then we just kind of repeated the chorus, made it bop. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
Best ghostwriter.
See, I'm just glad you're just not a ghostwriter. I'm glad that your name is also on there and we
Thank
get to
you.
listen to you. So
Name Raynn.
there we go. Hopefully we get more music from you. I know it's been some time. So I'm parked on your Spotify and hoping that something else pops out eventually. So I'm sure a lot of people will. Now you've been doing a couple performances because it's Filipino American Heritage Month. Today we're at Mania 3 here in West Covina. What do these events mean to you as a Filipino American, but also like as a new performer trying to like put your name out there?
Personally, as somebody who was born in the Philippines and came here at a very young age, I've always especially at the first part, especially in the first part coming to America, I was a little bit embarrassed about my culture a little bit at the first part because I saw all these kids kind of different with their different foods and all that, and they were all the same, and then I had my different little lunchbox. And then after a little while I saw that my friends were curious about my lunchbox and they tried my food and they were like, oh, this is so good. And then I was like, I'm so happy. And so I brought I brought so much food, so much more food. I was very happy about it. And then kind of over time, I was a lot more proud of myself and my kind of heritage.
Yeah.
And just trying to be who I am. I was every time I say something wrong in English, I'm always I'm an immigrant. Just trying to, it's that's my excuse.
All of a sudden,
from a different country, guys.
all of a sudden you're proud.
Yeah, but for me, Filipino Heritage Month is really something special because it really is hey, we're here, we're here amongst you guys, and we have a culture that's beautiful, and we all want to share it with you,
Yeah.
And it's it's cool.
Awesome. What about for you, Easy? You have a big Filipino show, part of the Filipino month as well, in New York for
Yes, sir.
SOBs on October 23rd, which I'm tempted to just fly out there to catch you because
Come on,
I'm disappointed that it's not in LA, but I'm also I got to catch that. And you have a
man.
fellow Filipino on there performing with you as well, who's also on your album.
Stockton native.
Yeah.
You hear me? MB Neil gonna be out there in New York. Yeah.
What does it mean to perform at an event like that?
Man, Spotify, I would say it's just huge, man. Cause like it's also I feel just like not generation wise, just like I feel like us,
Mhm.
just listening to music on Spotify, and then now being able to perform for them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm juiced. I'm
We're
juiced.
definitely not like we're definitely nonstop Spotify listeners. Like I'm like he has a subscription. I just kind of I go my way around the ads. I do all the. It's like Spotify's just a really good app for music. So we've always been doing it like just consistently, and like the fact that he's performing for them is like whoa, that's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Like
Things
the
happening.
the SOBs, man. Son of a bitch. I was like, yo, this for real, man. This for real. Like for the actual app, we doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Maybe you should, I don't know, try and get one and only to be on the set list so then you can join the stage.
Just be like,
I mean,
oh,
food for
alright,
thought.
bye.
Food for thought. I don't know.
That's also actually I forgot. That's actually this concert being the first time for me doing an all hip hop. All hip hop.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the first time. All hip hop songs.
Oh man, we're gonna get some 8 Mile in there.
I would. I don't know. We'll see.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, when I left the house on our first interview, aside from being like blown away by your vocals and your music, I couldn't stop thinking about how I would love to hear a collaboration with you and Tech Nine, but also a collaboration with one of my favorite Japanese rock bands, One OK Rock.
One okay.
Which, if you're are you familiar with them?
I've been heard of them, yeah, but I feel like just heard like a little bit of songs because my best friend, he put me on, like kind of showed me a little bit of that stuff, and this was like just us like chatting in Facebook,
Yeah.
and showed me a little bit, but yeah, I've been heard of them, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be incredible to hear a collaboration. So for us, the fans, like, what do we have to do to make something like this happen?
Just wait and see. I mean, we cooking up all the time, so whatever spills out of our plate, just make sure to catch it.
All right. Lastly, Realist has been incredible, has done amazing. There's no music video yet. Any plans for a music video?
Whew. I mean, yes, I would. Wait for which song?
Realist.
Realist, right? Yeah, man. Like we want to do it. You know, hopefully.
I feel like I just put you. I just made you a little nervous right
Yeah,
now.
hopefully. But you talk about my boss. Hey, yeah, like we gotta get. Yeah, hopefully, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Awesome, guys. Well, I'm excited to reunite with you. I'm excited to catch you perform in a little bit. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let's do this again sometime soon. Raynn, new music, please. Please. You guys be sure to check out Raynn and Ez Mil. Thanks for watching on Front Row Live.